Yes, Derek, it was a packed house here today for the first day of training camp, and that pretty much means football season is right around the corner. And a full day of slack yesterday, really setting the bar high with some tough times to beat out here.
Nebraska basketball has done a total 180 this season from last season.
Yes, Derek, both of these teams warming up for their first showdown of this season, trying to get off on the right foot and build some momentum moving forward. Well, Derek, the crowd is going crazy here because it is a big matchup. The winner of this game will go on to play districts next Friday. Today marks the halfway point for this Buffalo Bill Rodeo and all the action going on in this arena right behind me.
They came in prepared for Hershey's running game, and they really shut that down.
Disappointing news for Husker fans as former Nebraska linebacker Josh Banderas, who was picked up by the Broncos as an undrafted free agent, has been cut from the team. Mullen wrapping things up with a finale against me tonight.
In the last few weeks, the Mullen Broncos have been dedicating their postseason games to their head coach undergoing cancer treatment.
All right, thanks, Mason. Very exciting back there, and that's all that we got for sports right now, but we'll have highlights from tonight's perf and all the excitement going on later on tonight at 10. And it was a close game all the way through for the semifinal rematch from last year. How has this whole journey and this state title kind of transitioned you guys into a basketball powerhouse? Reporting live in Sutherland, I'm Chelsea Croft, News 2 Sports. We'll have more right after the break.
Trying to make a run at a repeat state title, the Mullen Broncos boys basketball team is missing a key member of their bench, head coach Rusty Moore.
All right, let's go. Come on.
After being diagnosed with brain cancer, Moore and his family reacted quickly to remove the tumor.
They have said that they've got it all, so we're now in the process of finding out where we want to do treatment. But Rusty has never backed down from anything, and this is just a huge battle. But you know what? We're up for it, and we've said that God does not give us any more than we can handle, and I think we've got this one.
Coach Moore was there for his team throughout the playoffs, making the trips to cheer on his boys from the stands.
Last Tuesday, he went and was totally exhausted on Friday. And even tonight, I kind of had to tell him to simmer down a little bit. But you know what? He's been there for the boys, and the boys have been there for him. And it's just an awesome, awesome connection that they all have with each other.
In a situation that happened, they can either divide a team or unite them. And I do think they're united, but I think it just brings them closer together.
Uniting the team and Broncos Nation.
It's just amazing support that we've got from the community, and not only just from the community, but the whole state of Nebraska.
It's been hard, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I just think there's gonna be great things coming out of it. The rally, the community, just the support and everything else.
And not only support from the Mullen community, but refs and coaches from across the state as well.
You know, Rusty's a pretty special person, and he's touched many, many lives. And, you know, not just kids, but also coaches. He just has a special bond, and he just has that personality where he can be friends with anybody.
I even had a guy stop me the other day and he said, "You remember me?" And I said, "No." And he said, "You're reffing my grandson and you ref me." That tells you something. I'm old.
112 years. That's how many combined years the Yoakum brothers have been reffing prep football.
Love of the sport is basically, and it just kept on, and then after so many years, you just kind of grows on you.
Howdy's been reffing since 1971. He was registered in 74, and since then, he recruited his brothers to ref with him.
It's good brotherhood between all of us, and sometimes we may not see each other all week, but we know we're going to see each other on Friday nights. You know, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about refereeing, we're going to talk about family things.
Oh, yeah, it just kept us a lot closer. We're not together that much other than football.
And then when we go to family functions, we talk about what happened to this game and what happened to that game, you know, or do you remember when, and then it goes on from there.
But after 34 years of reffing for Randy and 32 for Paul, they say it's time to give it up.
I always said I'm going to stay in it till my body says it's time to quit, and it's kind of starting to say time to quit. So
I'm not saying we're getting any slower, but I'm just going to say the kids are getting faster. Now I can sit back and watch.
Because we're getting older and the legs are getting a little more, it's hard to get ready for a game anymore. It's time for young officials to start doing this job, and we've been at it long enough.
And in those 30-some years on the job, the Yoakum brothers sure have some good stories to tell.
You know, we've done snowstorms, we've done sleet storms, we've done rainstorms, the lightning, and, you know, the weather. It's outside, but still I enjoyed it. You know, it's fun.
We did a lot of games over the years, you know, hundreds and hundreds of games. And one game I remember the most is doing a state championship playoff in Lincoln. Seen a lot of football, and how football has changed over the years. You know, it's a different game than what it was, you know, 30 years ago.
Reporting in Sutherland, I'm Chelsea Croft, NBC Nebraska Sports.